Now, in the music business, there are singers who achieve fame for a while, and there are others who achieve fame over a lifetime. Red Hurley has been entertaining fans at home and abroad for 40 years now, and he's about to embark on a very special tour. It's called the Spiritual Hits Tour. And to find out more about the man and his music, Mary Kennedy visited him and his family at their home outside Dublin. Red Hurley, as I live and breathe.
Well, fancy meeting you here. Welcome to our humble.
Very nice to be here.
Thank you, Dad.
Who's this?
That's Kylie.
Kylie's had her haircut?
She's due a haircut. She's 6 years old. She's gorgeous thing.
Hello, little one.
Great guard dog. She's fantastic, yeah.
So this is home now, Red?
Well, it is kind of home. It's home from home.
How do you mean?
We spend a lot of time away in the States, but this is home from home. Although this year, this has been almost the main home. Yeah.
Because you've been so busy.
Yeah, busy and here in Ireland, yeah. I'll tell you how this started as we go. Come on inside.
Okay. Well, we've 40 years to discuss. 40 years of the business. Red, I remember when you represented Ireland in the Eurovision Song Contest, 1976.
Yeah, April 76. That was in The Hague in Holland. Great. I enjoyed it. Good fun. We left on a Tuesday and came back on the following Monday. Didn't win, of course, but I enjoyed every second.
Performance there, really good performance there by Red Hurley, and there's a tremendous reaction here in the hall to that song.
Tell us about growing up. It was Dublin.
Milltown, Shamrock Rovers country. My mother was really a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful woman. Just an ordinary lady, but she was a terrific source of inspiration to all of us. And I was the youngest for a long time, and I think I was a bit of a pet, to tell you the truth. But she stood on her head for us.
How many of you were there?
There was 5 boys and 2 girls.
And where did the music come from?
My dad and my mum.
Ah.
My dad was a trumpet player.
Your parents must have been very proud then when you emerged and made a career out of singing and pop music.
Well, my mother was very proud. My father didn't take it too seriously at all. This wasn't real music. Pop music was secondary to the real deal, you know. But later on, he did. He enjoyed the success. He enjoyed the success.
I'm just thinking, Red, listening to you talk about the work that you did in those early days. You must have been like a celeb, a big star. That must have been kind of a bit of pressure because you were a solo artist.
Well, I mean, I never considered myself a big star, Mary. You know, my father always said the only stars are in heaven. There's no stars down here, and don't believe your own publicity. He wouldn't be long putting you back down to earth. But yeah, we were very successful. There was a lot of money being made, and everything seemed to fall into place. We got very lucky. You know, everything we did seemed to work for a good while, and then jumps back a little bit every now and again, and jumps up and bites you know.
There are always setbacks, aren't
Yeah,
there?
there are always
And were they difficult to cope with, the setbacks?
Yes and no. Time is a great, healer.
Yeah, because you said on occasion that, you have suffered from depression because of those kind of difficulties.
Well, you do get a little bit depressed, and you lose your own self-confidence and you feel, how this is terrible, But as I said, time heals, and then suddenly you say, hold on a second, that's gone.
Yeah.
Let's do something new. Do something new and you move on, which is exactly what we did do. And I've got, in the last couple of years, opportunities to work with Dr. Maya Angelou, who has been a dear friend and a great inspiration to me personally.
She's an American poet.
That's right, yeah. Dr. Angelou is a black American poet, and she is a hero in the United States with the black people. and an awful lot of white people as well, including me. And she has encouraged me to do what we're doing now. She said, you should do a spiritual concert, Red. We did something in the Riverside Church in New York, in Harlem, which is a fabulous place. And the Harlem Gospel Choir were booked to work with me. So I enjoyed that immensely.
Lovely photographs around here, Red, and I've had a little nosy beforehand, and I've picked out one or two. There's you and Dolly Parton.
Yeah.
What a lovely photograph. You, Oprah, and her partner. We don't often see him in photos.
No, Stedman likes to stay in the background. He is a lovely, lovely man. He's very successful in his own right. He gives seminars and motivational speaking and all of that stuff.
I'm just looking around there. Who else do I see? Is that Kojak?
That's Telly, yeah.
Wow.
Telly Savalas, that goes way back too.
And Terry Wogan?
And Terry, oh yeah, Terry. And Finbar. And that was in Terry Wogan's back garden.
So you and Terry are...
Oh, Tell and myself. No. And he's a most genial, lovely man. He is a great guy.
Mm-hmm. This wall here, Ed, is mostly devoted to family photographs.
Yeah.
Tell us about your own family now.
Yeah, well, we have 2 daughters with Norma, and Christina and Stephanie, and they're great kids. And that's them there. That's Christina's communion. That's her when she was like 1.
And there's Mum and the 2 girls.
Yeah, that's in America there.
Mm-hmm. And you have another daughter.
Kimberly, yeah.
She's now an adult.
She is. She's grown up now. She's in her 20s now. But she's a lovely girl, Kimberly. Never a day's trouble. She's a wonderful girl.
Mm-hmm. That was from your first marriage.
That's right, yeah.
And that was a sad occasion because it didn't last very long.
Well, it lasted 3 or 4 years, yeah, and it went by the by, but thankfully it's all behind us now.
I get the impression, looking around the house, Red, that you are a big family man. There's photographs of people everywhere.
Well, yeah, I love people. And I like life, and I mean, I've enjoyed my life so far, and we continue to enjoy it, and the children are very much a part of it. You know?
Yes. And I've only just realised, I didn't realise that this is actually a bar.
That's a bar, yeah. Would you like a drink?
No. It's a bit early for a drink, but let me go in behind the bar and see what it's like.
But oftentimes we play a few records here, and Norman and I sit here and have a little glass of wine, or have a few friends over. It's a grand little spot to repair to.
Yeah. Well, now we've had a good look around. I'd love to meet Norma and the girls if they were around. Could we do that?
They'll be back here in a minute, yeah.
Okay,
sure.
will we go and get things ready for them?
Okay, why not? Ah, this is lovely.
This is like being in the garden.
It is, yeah.
Who is the gardener?
Mrs. Hurley.
Mrs. Hurley.
Yeah.
Norma, where did you and Red meet?
We met in the Gaiety Theatre way back in 1990, January 1990.
So you're 20, what?
23 and a half years.
Being in the same business, the entertainment industry, as Red, because you run a dance school now, it must make it easy to cope with the demands that he has.
Oh, absolutely. Completely understand the demands of show business. And that's, it's our common denominator. It's what we have in common.
Norma would be my best critic, Mary, because she's able to patch, without being, judgmental as such. She would be able to tell me what she thought was right or wrong about any particular show. From my own point of view, it's marvellous to have her around. She's a great producer, very easy. Norma will work and work and work and work, and then on the day it'll all settle down, and she'll give nobody any pressure or any grief, but she gets it done.
What's it like, Norma, being married to Red Hurley?
It's fun, and it's very unpredictable.
It must be lovely, Red, for you to have the support of Norma and the 2 girls, and for them to be with you when you're doing so much travelling.
I couldn't agree with you more, Mary. As I said earlier on, it's great to have Norma there because she's great for advice for me.
And I hear the roaring thunder.
And what can people expect with this kind of spirituality concert, How Great Thou Art?
A lot of the songs they will know, like How Great Thou Art, there are quite a few that you would have heard at your Sunday Mass, like Ave Maria, Our Father, Honest Angelicus, those kind of songs. But there's also a black spiritual dimension to it.
Is spirituality important to you?
It has been when I was younger. And it seems since I have met Dr. Angelou that it has come back to me from her.
That woman, Maya Angelou, she's actually the poet laureate, isn't she, in the States? A very charismatic person, I understand.
With the black people in the United States, she is a hero. She worked with Martin Luther King and Malcolm X, and she's the granddaughter of a slave. And here she is today, celebrated by President Obama, and she's Oprah's darling. You know, I've always found that she has elevated me like she tries to elevate everybody else.
I'm just thinking, you're from a very creative family. You've got Norma, your wife, who's a dance teacher. Christina, your daughter, paints.
Oh, she's an artist, yeah.
And is it true that Stephanie sings?
Stephanie's a great singer, yeah.
On the first day of January 1892, they opened Ellis Island and they let the people through. The first to cross the threshold of that Isle of Hope and Tears was Annie Moore from Ireland, who was only 15 years.
And Red Hurley's Spiritual Hits Tour begins next week. He's in the National Concert Hall on Saturday the 21st of September, the Cork Opera House the following night, and he's in Limerick on the 4th of October. So watch out for those dates.